Hi everybody. So during this session, let us try to use deep flip-flops to design the sequential circuit. So what is important is the design specification. So consider that I have a clock and the time duration of this clock is T between two rising edges. Consider that on time is same as a off time and I wish to get the output Q as shown here. This is the TO where TO is 2 times of T, where T is input clock duration. So effectively, if you try to observe for two clocks, I will be getting a single clock. So this is basically your divide by 2, isn't it? So now let us try to understand the concept that how we can think about this design, and effectively this will be useful whenever we'll try to design the finite state machines. So what I will do is that I will use a D flip-flop. This is rising edge triggered. This is the output. This is Q bar. This is the data input. Now if you go back to the previous discussion, then for two clock cycles I need to have a single clock cycle. That means on this rising edge, first rising edge, second rising edge, third rising edge. Now for the first rising edge, if output Q is equal to 1, then next rising edge output Q is equal to 0. Third rising edge again output will transit from 0 to 1. That means for two clock cycles I need to have a single clock cycle. So what I should think? I should think about present state output of flip-flop because I need a single bit output. Next state Q plus. If output is 0, then next state output should be 1. If Q is equal to 1, next state output should be 0. Now why this condition? So 0 to 1, 1 to 0. How I thought to document this in this state table. So this is basically my state table. I thought to document by just observing this waveform. Now try to see the output. Try to check the output. Now how I thought to have a present state and next state. Here Q is equal to 1. Here Q is equal to 0. Again Q is equal to 1. That means for one clock cycle Q is equal to 1. For next clock cycle Q is equal to 0. Again for next clock cycle Q is equal to 1. That means output Q toggles. So present state is 0, next state is 1, present state is 1, next state is 0. That means next state, that means what I need to do is that I need to use this flip-flop. At the D input there will be some logic and I need to fade back this Q. This is rising edge of the clock. So this is my next state logic. Very simple. So try to recall the table. Present state Q 0 1, next state Q plus is 1 0. That means next state, this is present state. Present state is fed back to the combinational logic. I am getting the next state, which is nothing but Q plus. I should get a Q plus on the rising edge of the clock. That means next state should be transferred to the present state or to the output. That means on the rising edge of the clock, this logic will work. So I need a single D flip-flop because two states, number of states. State is nothing but whatever your output of your sequential circuit. So 2 to the power 1 indicates flip-flop, number of flip-flops. So I need a single flip-flop. And then if you try to observe Q plus, then at that time Q plus is complement of the Q. Q plus is not of Q or complement of the Q. So what should be our logic? So my logic is, I have a NOT gate here. This is Q. This is clock, Q bar. So if present state is 0, next state is equal to 1. If present state is 1, next state is equal to 0. So this is very interesting. So what it will do is that it will create a divide by 2 counter, or you can say toggle flip-flop. So now what is the issue in this logic? To observe the logic, to have the improvement, then at that time one can say that already Q bar is available, then why to use a NOT gate? So effectively my toggle flip-flop using D. This is rising edge of the clock, so I can fade Q bar. This is present state, this is next state. Next state is nothing but Q bar, present state is Q. So this is nothing but your divide by 2 counter. And what we can interpret from this design is that for 2 states, number of flip-flops equal to 1, because 2 to the power 1, power of 2 indicates number of flip-flops. So for 4 states, as a 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, 4 is equal to 2 to the power 2. So I need 2 flip-flops. So this is basically your binary encoding, because I will be using the binary number. So there are different types of encoding technique that we need to discuss in much more detail as far as this FSM design is concerned. So during the next session, let us try to understand about the sequential circuit timing parameters and how to find out the maximum operating frequency of the design. And then we can start with the basics of finite state machine, that is Moore machine and Mealy machine. And subsequently we'll try to discuss about various encoding techniques like binary encoding, gray encoding and one hot encoding. Thank you very much.